Yeah, I'm about to step in the ring for the fight of my life. Hit my knees and I strap on my gloves.
This is why you can't see your abs. I'm going to be going into detail to tell you guys exactly how I was able to lose 26 pounds in 5 months and 17 pounds of fat in 6 weeks. All of it. I credit macronutrients 100%. I would say 98% of my fat loss came from having the correct amount of macronutrients, the correct amount of proteins, carbs, and fats for my specific body. 100% hands down. I kept my workouts the same. I was running a push-pull leg split, kept that all the same, and I got dialed in with my nutrition, and that's what did it for me, bro. If you guys feel like you're hitting a plateau, you feel like your results are coming to a halt, or maybe you just don't know where to start, I would 100% suggest having a workout plan that just goes with your schedule and allows you to hit each muscle group in a balanced fashion, and a customized nutrition plan for your specific body. We're all different. We all hold a certain amount of fat. We all hold a certain amount of muscle mass. So it's key to make sure that you have the correct amount for your body, because what's the correct amount for me is going to be a little bit different than what's correct for you. But that's honestly how I would go about it. Like, make sure that you hire a coach. If you guys want to hop on my team, I could do it for you. Or, get with somebody who has done what you're trying to do, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to put your full trust in that individual. I can't stand people that teach something that don't actually live it and have never really experienced what they're teaching you. That's something I always look for is the person giving me the advice someone that has done what they're saying, or are they just preaching? That's something to really pay attention to, because especially on the internet, there's a lot of people who are just all talk, right? They're not really living what they're saying. And if you're not living what you're saying, then that just tells me you don't believe in what you're saying, and you're kind of misguiding people. Not kind of, you are misguiding people, right? Because if it was so grand, if it was so good, why aren't you living it? That's the thing. So, guys, 100%, I would say having the correct amount of nutrition, having the correct amount of macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats for your specific body is what's going to do it for you. And here's the thing, I was somebody who was very skinny, and I ended up going into a 4.5-year bulk, just bulking for 4.5 years. I was petrified of doing a cut, and it was an insecurity on my part, man. And eventually I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, I'm not happy with how I look. So I hired a coach. I hired a coach specifically to get me to a cut, right? Because you really should be having a phase where you do a cut and a phase where you do a bulk. Being in what people call maintenance is a complete waste of time, because if you're in maintenance, it doesn't even exist. You're either going backwards or you're going forwards. You're either progressing or regressing. So for someone to just say that they're in maintenance, they're not really doing anything, which means they're regressing. So I would say, have 3 to 4 months of doing, a bulk, or what people can call a reverse diet, where you're slowly introducing more calories. But dude, I would say for 6 to 8 months, 10 to 12 months, do a cut. Why not? Get yourself feeling right. And here's the thing. I've been cutting for just about 12 months now, probably a little bit over. And I love it, man. I feel amazing. And I don't really care about, going back to a bulk. And that's how I went from being someone who was in a bulk for 4.5 years. 4.5 years, just bulking, eating a bunch of food, to a hard cut, just cutting the right way. And it was like a big shock. But I got to tell you, I have more energy. I look 10 times better. I can finally see my abs. And I feel like I'm more present in my own life, just from me getting dialed in with my nutrition. And that's something that I've never really experienced. And a lot of you really never experienced that either. You think you have, but you really haven't. I was someone who just counted his calories and would use that as an excuse. Oh, I count my calories, so it's okay. I don't have to understand my proteins, carbs, and fats. No, you do. You're just making an excuse to not count your proteins, carbs, and fats. So I would invite you to really take a look at your routine, your meal plan, and your workout plan, and ask yourself, do I have a solid program for myself? And you'll know you have a solid program for yourself when you're seeing results on a weekly basis. Like I've had guys hop on my team, and in a matter of 3 weeks, they have their abs showing. Now, it's all relative to where you're at. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but I'm saying depending on where you're at, how long you've been working out for, so on and so forth, how much fat that you have, all of that plays a role. But all that's also going to play a role in how much food that you're going to be eating. So you need to be with somebody who actually knows what they're doing. It is the way to guarantee the results. In what area can you have that? Especially when it comes to your body. You can have a guarantee of you loving what you see in the mirror. You can guarantee it. It's just math. It's just numbers. It's just you taking initiative and saying, you know what? I'm ready to change. So I'm going to start putting one foot in front of the other, hiring that coach, hiring that mentor, learning on the internet, doing what I have to do to become my best self. And that's it, bro. That's all you need. You don't have to overthink this. You don't have to make it more complicated than it is, because it's really not. It's very simple. And the thing is the internet has so much information on here, and it's like it can confuse you, it can overwhelm you, but don't let it do that. Just get yourself a solid routine and stick to it. That's all it is. And then you'll know on a weekly basis, okay, I'm getting the results I really love, because it happens quick. And that's how you know that you have the right routine. Yes, it does take years to build, that phenomenal physique. But you know what? You could have that phenomenal physique in months, even weeks, bro. And it's crazy that I'm saying that, but it's true. It's relative to where you're at. And you can do it. So don't let these people on here tell you you don't have to do that. It's too much. It's the number one way to guarantee your success with getting the body that you love and feeling the way that you know you want to feel. Like, you want to feel that energy. You want to feel that confidence. And what better way to do that than having the body that you love? I can only speak from experience. That's exactly what it did for me. It helped me with my relationship with Allie. It helped me with my relationship with myself. And it just got me to be like, yo, I love who I am. And that's what it does. It instills that confidence in you. So don't make excuses. Don't prolong it. Don't wait. Just get cracking, man. Get moving. And like I said, you guys have any questions, you need anything, let me know. And that's it. Let's go.